Hello, welcome to your latest Maths Wizard video. Today we're going to be looking at angles in quadrilaterals. Okay, so first of all, we're going to be looking at knowing the angle rules for quadrilaterals. So if you're not sure what I mean by a quadrilateral is any side, any shape with four sides. So any shape with four sides. So think quad, think four. You've got the first three letters of the word quarter there, which obviously means four as well. So we've got that, and then we're going to be looking at calculating the size of missing angles inside different quadrilaterals. So interior angles inside any quadrilateral, the angles that are inside any quadrilateral will always add up to 360. It doesn't matter whether you're dealing with a rectangle with the orange shape here, a parallelogram with the green shape, a square that's yellow, or a rhombus that's blue. So any of those shapes will add up to 360. If we look at specific parallelograms, we're going to look at some rules here relating to specific shapes such as parallelograms. We're going to look at the specific rules relating to this. So one key thing here is that co-interior angles will always add up to 180. So when you've got parallel lines like you've got on these parallelograms, these two angles are going to add up to 180, and so are these two here. So what's one key thing to remember when you're dealing with a lot of quadrilaterals with parallel sides, so shapes like this applies to squares and rectangles as well, but this is quite important when it comes to parallelograms. Another rule to remember with parallelograms as well is that the diagonals are always the same size on parallelograms. So we've got these two here that are 80, these two there that are 100. Okay, now we're going to move on to looking at applying some of these rules and calculating some missing angles. So first question is this: three angles in a quadrilateral are 100, 180. I just want to know what the size of the fourth angle is going to be. Okay, so if we add those up, we're going to get 280. Then we've just got to take that away from 360. So we will get 80 degrees. So the missing angle's got to be 80 degrees because we know specifically that it's a quadrilateral. Okay, let's go to our next one. So all I want you to do on this one is work out the size of that missing angle. So we've got three angles already given to us. I just want to know the size of the missing one. Okay, so if we add together what we've already got, so we've got 123, add 77, add 65. So that's going to give us 265. Then if we take that away from 360, we're going to end up with 95 degrees for that one. So it's almost 100, isn't it? But we're just slightly less than 100. So we're at 95 degrees for that angle X. All right, let's go to the next one. So we've got a nice trapezium here, two parallel sides, remember? So we want to figure out what this one's going to be. Okay, so there's a couple of ways you can approach this. So we know that that's 90 as well because they're co-interior angles. So if we add together what we've already got, so we've got 110, add 90, which takes us to 200, add another 90, and that'll get us to 290. Then if we take 290 away from 360, we'll end up with 70 degrees. That's got to be 70 degrees. You can also use your co-interior angle rule with this, because remember those two have got to add up to 180, which as you can see they do. So you can just do 180 take away 70 as well if you want to apply your co-interior angle rules, because these lines indicate that these arrows indicate that these lines are going to be parallel. Similar idea on this next one as well. We've got a parallelogram here. We've got the symbols that indicate that are indicating we've got some parallel lines. So I'd like you to have a go at this one, please, and work out angle X. Okay, let's take a look at this then. So we know that this is 32. So we're going to do 180 minus 32. That will give us 148 degrees for that one. So these two angles, remember, have got to add up to 180 because we've got parallel lines. These are co-interior angles between two parallel lines. If you want to know some of the other angles on here as well, that one's definitely going to be 32 because remember the diagonals are the same size. That one's also going to be 148 now as well because that's got to be the same size as our angle X. All right, let's do one more example. So again, I want you to work out the size of angle X. Okay, so first of all, we need to take that 105 away from 180 because we've got angles on a straight line here. So this side has been extended to form a straight line. So if we take that away from 180, that will give us 75 degrees. So now we know that's 75 degrees. We can add up what we already have. So we've got 5 there. 7 add 5 is 12. Carry your 1. 1 add 1 is 2. So we've got 225 already accounted for in our shape. Then we've just got to take away 225 from 360, and that's going to give us, if we do 360 minus 225, that will give us 135 degrees for our angle X in the top right hand corner there. Okay, and that's it for this video. So thank you very much for listening. Please hit subscribe and there'll be loads more videos. I've still got a few more to do relating to angles, so there'll be some more angle related videos appearing as well. Thanks very much. Bye bye.